everybody to the OPC channel. Now today is a pretty big day because today I am doing my NFL 2019 mock draft in Madden. That is right, I'm doing my own little mock draft. Now there's 5 teams that do not have a first round pick. There's the Chicago Bears, the New Orleans Saints, my Dallas Cowboys, the Cleveland Browns, and the Kansas City Chiefs, who just gave away the first round draft pick to the Seattle Seahawks yesterday, as the time I'm doing this, for Frank Clark, I believe. So yeah, I mean, Seattle's got 2 first round picks now, which is good for Seattle. As the time I'm doing this, it is Wednesday by the time where I am. The draft starts tomorrow on a Thursday, so cannot wait for that to happen. But today what we're doing is basically going into every team is picked in the first round only, and I will be telling you who I think will be going in each round. Let's start the draft right now. Start drafting. Yes, sir. Now, the Arizona Cardinals is obviously I'm going to pause the draft so I have time to do this. But the Arizona Cardinals obviously is on the clock first. They have the first pick in the NFL draft, and with their pick, I have, where is he? I have Kyle Murray, the quarterback out of Oklahoma, going to Arizona. Now this pick is only because mainly Arizona cannot skip out on this guy. You get somebody for Josh Rosen, and then you got Kyle Murray. You just can't skip out of it. So I'm giving Kyle Murray to the Arizona Cardinals. Now if he just walks out, please. There he goes. He looks pretty nice right there. And Kyle Murray, welcome to the Arizona Cardinals. The San Francisco 49ers with the second pick in the NFL draft. Obviously, because Kyle Murray went to Arizona, if they do pass up on him, then obviously the Niners are just going to pick freaking Nick Bosa. Obviously, how can you miss out on this guy? You just can't. Nick Bosa will be coming to San Francisco, following his brother's footsteps, Joey Bosa, who went to LA. So yeah. Now I have the Jets picking somebody pretty big here, and I have them picking Quinnen Williams. Yes, a lot of people said that they would take Josh Allen, but Quinnen Williams is one of the best players in the draft, and I think right after Nick Bosa goes, if what I just said comes true, then the Jets will either take Josh Allen or Quinnen Williams, but I think Quinnen Williams will be a better way to go for New York, which is why they're going to take him right there. Again, just one of the, I think he's the second best D tackle in the draft. Obviously first Nick Bosa, so going to New York, great pick for the Jets. With the Raiders pick, obviously they come in at number 4. They have a lot of pick in this draft, and obviously I'm going to give them Josh Allen. Of course, like I said, if everything works out, Quinnen Williams goes to the Jets, then you can't pass up on Josh Allen, especially after they gave away Khalil Mack to Chicago, so they're going to need somebody to fill in that linebacker core, and obviously Josh Allen is the one to do that, so he's going to be an Oakland Raider. Tampa Bay's turn now to make a selection, and I have a weird one for them. They're going to take Devin White, the middle linebacker out of LSU. Now, I was thinking about this. I'm like, would Tampa take Devin White, or would they take Ed Oliver? 2 top beast players that will be left in the draft if my predictions go well. And I think after giving away their linebacker to San Fran, no, who did they give it? I think it was to San Fran. I forget where Buchanan, or was it Buchanan that they left? I don't know. They dropped somebody to the linebacker. I think they went to San Fran. Period. But that's why I think they're going to take Devin White, the linebacker, who's a monstrous beast out of LSU. He's one of the best linebackers in the draft, but obviously Josh Allen, I think, would go first. Devin White goes early to Tampa Bay to fill in that void that they lost with, I forget who it was, but they lost with, I think it was either Levante David or Buchanan, but I think it was David. So Devin White goes to Tampa. Now, personally, I think the Giants are one of the toughest teams to predict in the draft, but on the first pick, I have them taking Rashawn Gary. Now, or Gary, sorry. They need to have an edge rusher, man. They need someone to get to the quarterbacks of the NFC East, like Dak and Wentz especially, because they can move with their feet. So I think Rashawn Gary will be a good fit in New York. They're going to take him, and he's going to fill in a big void that New York does need in their arsenal. So the Jacksonville Jaguars now, it's a different little story for them because I have them taking Jawan Taylor. Yes, that is a offensive lineman. I know, it sounds stupid. It sounds dumb for them taking an offensive lineman in the first round. But they need protection, especially because now they have Nick Foles, which is going to be the new quarterback of the franchise. So Jacksonville does definitely need protection to protect their quarterback in the backfield. With the Detroit Lions, they make their next pick here, pick number 8. I have them taking TJ Hawkinson, who is, I think, the best tight end in this draft, and definitely the Lions definitely need somebody to catch other than receivers, and they've been needing a tight end for a long time. So I have them taking TJ Hawkinson right here to come in to Detroit, play a good tight end on with the scheme fit they have. He will definitely be a good tight end for them. So TJ Hawkinson does come to Detroit at pick number 8, the best tight end in the draft, in my opinion. All right, at pick number 9, the Buffalo Bills have that pick right there, and I'm going to give them Ed Oliver. Finally, Ed Oliver comes off of the board. Yes, I had him going to Tampa, which was pick number 5, and then we've skipped over him with pick 6 and pick 7 and pick 8, and he's going to fall to pick 9. Ed Oliver goes to Buffalo and plays amazing over there. I think he's definitely the fit for Buffalo and what they need on defense for sure. It's a defensive tackle, and I think he'll fit right in there and start getting to the quarterbacks, especially like Tom Brady. Out comes the Denver Broncos. John Elway, yes. Does he have good luck picking a quarterback in drafts? No, he doesn't, which is why I'm going to give them the receiver, DK Metcalf. Yes, Metcalf finally comes off the board and goes to Denver. The reason why I'm doing this, yes, they could take a linebacker. Yes, they could take a quarterback, but no, because they brought in Joe Flacco, who's a veteran, and the way he lost his job was Lamar Jackson, a rookie. So Denver's not going to do that, because they don't want to piss off Joe Flacco even more. He is going to be the veteran quarterback, and maybe next year you can look into the quarterback draft spot if you're in the same spot as you already are now. I don't think they should take a linebacker. I think you need receiver help. You need somebody for Flacco to throw it to. DK Metcalf, NWO, Nasty Whiteouts. He's one of the best. So definitely a guy that should be going to Denver, or top 10 pick anyways, because then if not, then somebody's missing out. But I have him going to Denver. Next team up is Cincinnati. Cincinnati Bengals, obviously never having a good draft, or not a good season, I meant, every season. So I'm going to give them Montez Sweat. I can't really pronounce people. I'm sorry if I'm messing up names, but yeah. So I have this, the left end, who can also play linebacker, I believe, going to Cincinnati. They need somebody on defense, especially after, I think, Burfict. I think he went to the Raiders, I believe, or he went somewhere, I forget, but I think it was the Raiders. They lost linebacker help anyways, and they lost that pass rush help. So I think Montez Sweat, or Sweet, again, is going to be a really good fit for Cincinnati, and if they take him, they'll have a better season than what they usually do. I don't think they're going to win the division or even come close to it, but this will be a good rookie for them to have in their arsenal. Green Bay has 2 picks in this year's draft. They have one at pick 12, Aaron Rodgers, and pick 30. The first one I got them, though, is Devin Bush. Yeah. I had the middle linebacker, Devin Bush, going to Green Bay and killing it. Because let's be honest, Clay Matthews is getting old, and a lot of the linebackers they have, defense-wise, is just kind of falling apart. So Devin Bush, it will come to Green Bay in their first pick, and I think he'll play decently well for his rookie year, and will definitely help with the defense, especially in the back. Number 13, you have the Miami Dolphins making their selection, and I believe they're going to take, if we just scroll down here a little bit, they're going to take quarterback Drew Lock from Missouri. Yeah, the second quarterback coming off the board is going to be Drew Lock going to Miami. Why do I have this? Because they gave away Ryan Tannehill. They have Ryan Fitzpatrick. They want to bring in a young quarterback rookie to come into Miami, sit behind the starters and Brock Osweiler and Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they wanna sit him back, and when his time comes, he will start in Miami, and he will do very well. If Kyle Murray somehow falls all the way back here, then the Dolphins will obviously take him, but I'm gonna go with Dolphins taking Drew Lock if Kyle Murray gets taken early and none of the other quarterbacks go. But Drew Lock goes to Miami. Next up, the Atlanta Falcons. They have pick number 14 in the NFL draft. Obviously, none of this is guaranteed. Drafts can change while the draft's happening, so obviously this whole thing can get screwed up for me, but this is the draft order that is now, and I want to get this video out of the way, so before I forget, or before I don't have any time. Anyways, with the pick 14 for Atlanta Falcons, I've been taking Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, out of Clemson. This man is a beast of a defensive tackle, especially if you put him on that D-line, man. He will get through the old lineman, and he will sack the quarterback, get down. He's better. He's actually, you can see obviously there on the, what's it called, chemistry or whatever. He's good at run stopping, and that's what his college is. He's very good at run stopping, and that's what the Falcons kind of had trouble doing, is stopping the run against certain good running teams, especially New Orleans when they had the two-headed monster running back. So I think they need somebody like Wilkins to come in and set the tone there on the D lineman. So he's going to go to Atlanta in my mock draft. At pick number 15 comes in the Washington Redskins, and the player I have for them, well, it is, where is he? He's somewhere down here. Yep, there we go. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. Yeah, I'm going to pick A.J. Brown for them. Reason is because the Washington Redskins really do need a receiver to help out their whole offense, because their receiving core is not the best. Actually, the players that were making great catches in Washington were running backs, so they need a receiver. A.J. Brown is definitely going to be the one. If DK Metcalf falls all the way down here, then obviously Washington will take him. But if my prediction goes right and DK Metcalf goes early to the Broncos or another team, then definitely Washington will take A.J. Brown, who I think is top 3 receivers in the draft anyways. So A.J. Brown definitely going to go to Washington if my picks go right. One to talk about, but the coming at 16, number 16 in the draft is going to be Carolina Panthers, and I think they're going to take a left end, and Brian Burns out of Florida State. I think he's just a great player overall, and the Panthers definitely need somebody to rush like the Falcons did. So I think Brian Burns this is one of the best drafts for D tackles and D ends and linebackers. So great defensive draft all around. That's why I think the Panthers are going to take Brian Burns. If not, the Falcons will take Brian Burns, and the Panthers will take Wilkins. They can switch back and forth, but I think the Panthers get Brian Burns here, and he's definitely a great player to come in. Speed rusher. He's got tremendous speed. So yeah, he can definitely get to the quarterback, and he's got good finesse moves on the line. So he would be a good addition for the Carolina Panthers. So of course the Giants have 2 picks in the NFL drafts. Their second one comes in at pick number 17. I think one of them was gifted by the Browns. I forgot which one it was. I think it was this one. And I have the New York Giants taking Daniel Jones. Yeah, a quarterback. Now, this is why. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback in pick 6. That is definitely not going to happen, because they want somebody good on that. Like, that's a top 10 pick, right? Just out of the top 5. So I think with that pick, they're going to go with somebody big and somebody they need, and they're going to trust in Eli Manning. I think in pick 17, if Daniel Jones, who the Giants are looking very interested in, they're going to take him off the draft board, because I think he's a good player and he can come in and train underneath Eli Manning's wing. And once Eli is done, Daniel Jones will step in New York, and he will become the new quarterback of the Giants franchise. So I have Daniel Jones going to pick 17 for the New York Giants. Next up, the Minnesota Vikings at pick number 18. Obviously, as Daniel Jones just goes to the Giants, if that works out for me. I have them picking a left tackle, Jonah Williams. They need a freaking offensive lineman to protect Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins, yes, did he play the best in Minnesota? No. That deal kind of looked pretty bad if you look back at it. But they need to protect Cousins, because Cousins has been getting sacked left, right, and center. It's been unreal. So I think the left tackle, and a lot of it was from the left tackle. So I think Jonah Williams would come in and fit right in Minnesota, train a little bit, and get in that offensive line and help protect Kirk Cousins and maybe make another playoff run. So Jonah Williams, I have them going to Minnesota, especially with Chicago having Khalil Mack and everything. They need somebody on that line to protect Cousins. So yeah. At pick number 19 comes the Tennessee Titans in this one, and I have them picking Dexter Lawrence, a defensive tackle. Like I said, this draft's great for DTs and D linemen, and just all around the defensive side of the football. And I think Dexter Lawrence is just a freaking great beast. And a lot of problems that Tennessee's been having over the years has been getting to the quarterback and trying to get somebody to get in there. So Dexter Lawrence, I think, will fit in right with Tennessee, and he'll come in, stop the run, get to the quarterback, and just give offensive linemen big problems. So Dexter Lawrence will definitely be coming in, and I hope he goes to Tennessee, because I want to see him in Tennessee uniform like he is right now on the screen. I think he'll fit right in there, and I want to see what he can do with all the former Patriots on that team. Pick number 20 comes the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, obviously, they just gave Big Ben a deal today, and obviously they don't have a wide receiver or a running back. Well, they have James Conner, obviously, and Juju, but they lost Antonio Brown, and they lost. I want to talk about the Antonio Brown. Actually, I don't really want to talk about the Antonio Brown thing, but I don't like what he did. So yeah, just gonna say that, clear that out. Le'Veon Bell obviously going to the Jets. I think they're gonna take a cornerback here, and Greedy Williams. I think Greedy Williams is one of the top corners in this draft, top defensive backs, and I think if the Steelers pass up on him here, they're kind of stupid. I think if he doesn't go earlier than this, I would also be surprised. But Greedy Williams, I think, will fall to number 20. Go to Pittsburgh. If not, I have him going to Seattle, pick number 21. But I think he's going to fall to Pittsburgh, and if Pittsburgh passes up on him, I don't know who they'll take, but Seattle will definitely grab a hold of Greedy Williams. So, yeah. Seattle obviously now having 2 picks in the first round, and their first pick comes at pick 21. I have them taking. Where is he? Oh god, this is gonna be a while. There we go. I have him taking free safety. I cannot pronounce his name. Gardner Johnson, though. I think Chauncey Gardner Johnson. I don't know. Can't really pronounce his name. But Gardner Johnson, the free safety. Now, they lost Earl Thomas to the next pick that's going to happen right now is Baltimore. Obviously, like I said, if Pittsburgh passes up on Greedy Williams, he's going to go to Seattle. 100%. That's hands down. If he doesn't go to Seattle, then I'm just going to be really confused. And I have no idea where the hell he's going to go. Probably to Baltimore. But Gardner Johnson, I think it says he's a 75 right here in just quick development, but I think he's a better safety in real life, and he's definitely got height. He's 6 feet tall, so I think Seattle could definitely use him after losing Earl Thomas, and I think he'll fit in with the Seattle chemistry. He likes playing zone a lot more than anything else, and obviously you can see right there the chemistry is good with Seattle and zone, because Seattle plays a lot of zone defense, and Gardner Johnson will just come in and fit right there. So I think Gardner Johnson will be a good pick for Seattle if Greedy Williams falls to Pittsburgh. So yeah. Number 22, we have the Baltimore Ravens, who we were just talking about earlier in the Seattle pick, and I have them picking. There we go. Garrett Bradbury. Yes, one of the best offensive linemen in this draft, and yeah, he's going to fall down to 22. Now, reason why is because a lot of the offensive linemen from Baltimore are getting pretty old, and I think Garrett Bradbury would be a great fit just to come in at center, train underneath. Who's their center? I forget the center's name, but trade underneath him because he's a veteran, and Garrett Bradbury will just step in, and I think he'll play phenomenal in Baltimore, helping Lamar Jackson back there when Jackson has to throw the ball, or Garrett Bradbury can give him time to run the ball, step on the pocket and run. So I have Bradbury going to Baltimore. Next up in the draft at pick number 23 will be the Houston Texans. Now, just like Baltimore, I have them taking an offensive lineman as well. It's going to be Cody Ford. Now, a lot of mock drafts have Cody Ford going to Houston, and I think he definitely fits the scheme there. Helping Deshaun Watson out in the backfield there, and I think he's just a great player all around, and I think he'll play phenomenal in that Texas. I don't know why his picture's not showing up. I don't know where he is. He's disappeared. Cody Ford is gone. Don't know where he went. He's probably already in Texas because he already knows he's going to be over there. So, Houston, Texas, Cody Ford. I have him going to Houston. Houston, you don't have a problem if you pick this pick. That's all I'm going to say, because I think he's going to be a great offensive lineman in the years to come. And if he falls down here, if Baltimore passes up on Cody Ford and Tennessee passes up on Cody Ford, I think, or no, not Tennessee. Who did I have taking an offensive lineman? Oh, the Vikings, right? The Vikings, yeah. Yeah, then I think Cody Ford would be a great pick for Houston. So, I don't know where he is, but yeah, Cody Ford to Houston. The Raiders have 2 more picks in the draft. The first one came at 4th. Their second one comes at number 24. And I have them picking the running back, Josh Jacobs. Now, you want to ask why I'm having picking Josh Jacobs? Because Marshawn Lynch is retiring a Raider. He is done playing, meaning they need a freaking running back, and the best running back in the draft, by far, is Josh Jacobs. If this man does not go to Oakland, or does not go in the first round, every team in that first round pick is dumb, okay? I know a lot of teams don't need a running back. Oakland, you need a running back. Take Josh Jacobs. If he falls down to the 24th. If he falls down to the 27th, you better take him again, because this man will do great things. If not, I think Indianapolis might take him, or Philadelphia. No, Philadelphia just got never mind. Indy would take him, but I think Josh Jacobs would fit great in Oakland, and he will be the new running back of the Oakland Raiders. So that's that. He's the best one in the draft. If he goes in the second round, that'll be shocking, but best running back in the draft by far. Next pick at 25 is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, and I have them picking a decent player. Decent player in this draft. I am picking Jeffrey Tillery. Now, Jerry Tillery, my bad. A defensive tackle from Notre Dame, and I think he is going to play phenomenal if he goes to Philadelphia. Of course, I think they lost a guy. I forget who they lost, but they lost someone on the D-line to New England, I believe. I think it was Michael Bennett. So, this guy can come in and fill in the shoes. Probably not filling the shoes right away on Michael Bennett, but with time he will come in and work his own in there. Jerry Tillery going to Philadelphia. Next up comes the Indianapolis. I totally forgot to talk to Indianapolis Colts, and I have them taking cornerback Byron Murphy. Now the reason why Byron Murphy is going to come here is because Greedy Williams isn't here, and I think the Colts need a defensive back. One or two things will happen. If Greedy Williams stays on the board up to this point, Indianapolis will take him. If he's not, but Josh Jacobs is, Indianapolis will take him. If they both go, like I said they would, Byron Murphy will definitely be coming to Indianapolis. A defensive back like this is, I think he's the second best defensive back in the draft. I think after Greedy Williams, or the second best corner, I should say. I'll separate that. I think Byron Murphy is the second corner. I think Greedy Williams is the best in the draft, but Byron Murphy definitely coming in a close second, and I think he'll fit really great with Indianapolis, and he'll be making big plays if he goes to the Colts. So. We said Oakland has 3 picks, and their last pick comes at pick 27. So, pretty good picks for Oakland in this draft. But the last pick that I have them taking will be, if I can find them. Did I pass? Wait, what? Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Anyways, N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver out of Arizona State. I think this man is actually one of the most underrated receivers in the draft, and I think the Raiders will definitely be able to fit him into the artillery. Obviously, they lost Amari Cooper to the Dallas Cowboys, and they lost Jordy Nelson. He's retired. So, N'Keal Harry, they need a receiver, and I think they take Josh Allen in the 4th. Did I say Josh? I think it was Josh Allen I said. But they take him in the 4th. They take Josh Jacobs, and N'Keal Harry will still be on the draft board by 27. And I think that was when the Raiders should take it. Again, I don't know where N'Keal Harry went, but he's probably already in Oakland because he knows he's going to be in Oakland. N'Keal Harry, Oakland Raiders wide receiver. Definitely one of the most underrated receivers in the draft, and I think he'll fit very good in Oakland. At pick number 28 comes the LA Chargers. Now, with the Chargers, I have them picking Andre Dillard, a offensive lineman, obviously. And the reason why I have them picking Andre Dillard is because they need an offensive lineman. Philip Rivers is not getting any younger, and these hits he's taken is huge. Not only that, but the running game needs to get better. Now, it's already good, but like it needs to get better. And I think with Andre Dillard coming in, he can make a big difference on the offensive line and save Rivers from a few more sacks than he's already been getting. So Andre Dillard coming to the Chargers, and I think he'll fit very good in LA. At pick number 29, this is obviously the second pick for Seattle, given by the Chiefs just yesterday, like I said. And I have Jeffrey Simmons going to Seattle. Now, this could go either Jeffrey Simmons or Farrell could go to Seattle as well. So, but I just have Jeffrey Simmons going to Seattle at pick number 29. He's gonna be a great powerhouse just for Seattle. Great player in general. Great run stopper. Obviously, after they just lost Frank Clark to Kansas City, obviously, this will be a great guy to come in and play good for Seattle, and I think he'll just play fantastic. I think over the years, anyways. 30 obviously comes the Green Bay Packers. This is their second pick in the draft. The first one was back in pick 12. I am taking the tight end in this one. It's Noah Fant. I think he's the second best tight end in this in the draft right now, coming after obviously T.J. Hawkinson, who I had going to the Detroit Lions. Noah Fant, obviously, I think he's going to come into Green Bay. He's going to make a great impact for the Packers over years to come anyways. I think they have Jimmy Graham on the Packers right now. He's getting really old, and I think he'll be definitely a great teacher for Noah Fant coming in. So, Noah Fant, welcome to Green Bay. I think you'll be a great fit for the Packers. For pick number 31, we have the LA Rams, the Super Bowl runner-ups of this last year, and I have them going to pick... Oh, where is he? There we go. I'm picking center Erik McCoy, one of the best centers in this draft, obviously. Wow, so he's a 75. That's actually surprising to me, but I think in real life, he's definitely a better center. He's 6'4", tall-ass dude. Definitely help Jared Goff in the pocket, and will definitely give some good blocking for Todd Gurley up the middle. So I think Erik McCoy, give him a couple of years, he will be more than the 75 overall that this game tells him to be. I think he'll be a definitely great fit in LA. So yeah, welcome to the Rams, Erik McCoy. Also, the Rams need offensive line help. Yeah, they need more offensive linemen. Last, and I think we can all agree, definitely least. No, I'm just kidding. We got the New England Patriots at pick number 32. Now, I kind of messed this draft up. Obviously, you can see I'm going to give them Dwayne Haskins, but I'm looking back. I've messed this up. Bad. because Farrell hasn't been taken in the first round, Brown hasn't been taken in the first round, DeAndre Baker hasn't been taken in the first round, and I was gonna give them Irv Smith, the tight end. That's what I was gonna originally give them. But I just look back right now, and I'm just like, well, there's no way Dwayne Haskins is not going to be off the board in the first round. So I think the Patriots will just take a backup quarterback to learn underneath Tom Brady's wing, and at some point, he'll step in for New England, and he'll be the quarterback. Like Brady said, he's got a lot of years left, so obviously they might not take Dwayne Haskins. I think Dwayne Haskins is going to go to a different freaking team. The draft's probably screwed up now because I effed that part up. But he's going to be taken in the first round, I think. Realistically, probably should have gave the Patriots Irv Smith, or I should have given them Farrell. Or a receiver. I should have given them somebody. But seeing how I've already probably messed up one of the first 5 picks already, this pick number 30 doesn't really matter. So I think at Dwayne Haskins, do I really think he's going to go to New England? No, because like Tom Brady said, he's got a lot of years left, and I believe him. Can an injury happen? Yeah, and then Dwayne Haskins come in. But, yeah. I don't think he's going to New England, so I kind of messed that part up. But with that being said, guys, I hope you like the my 2019 NFL mock draft. If you saw your team's pick here and you disagreed with me, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know who you think your team's going to pick. And if your team doesn't have a first round pick like my team, the Dallas Cowboys, who do you think they're going to pick in the second round or third round, whatever pick they have? And how do you feel without having a first round? I'll tell you how I feel with the Cowboys. I think I feel really good because there's no other receiver in this draft better than Amari Cooper. I'll wait for you to tell me who. Maybe DK Metcalf can probably stand up there and say maybe, but I think Amari Cooper was ever the right choice for us. He changed our game in the season, so I'm okay with us going for a first round. This draft was not meant for us anyways, I don't think. But yeah, that's my opinion, but I'm biased, so of course. Let me know who you guys think is going to get drafted. New England fans, I messed it up for you. I'm sorry. Dwayne Haskins fans, I've also messed it up for you guys. I'm sorry. That being said, guys, hope you liked the video. I'm not saying this is completely right. This is definitely going to be wrong. I think every draft pick I said is going to happen will be wrong, except for maybe the first 3. And if I get the first 3 wrong, well, then I'm screwed. So with that being said, guys, I hope you liked the video. I'm out. Enjoy the draft. Tomorrow is first round day. I'll be watching it. So yeah. Enjoy it, boys. That being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.